Welcome to Soul Tales Daily, where simple stories echo deep emotions. Joy, sorrow, greed, and glimpses of humanity. Stay a while, maybe you'll find yourself in one of them. Right finger hit subscribe and make every day a story to remember. Have you ever thought a dirty sock could spark an epic family war? The story of the Garcia family in Portugal will make you laugh out loud and reflect on the little things in life. In a charming little house in Lisbon, Portugal, the Garcia family lived a life as serene as a fairy tale. Maria, the hard-working mother with long wavy brown hair, often sang joyful folk songs while cooking. Fernando, the kind-hearted father with a charming mustache, was always trying to fix things around the house, even if the results were sometimes worse. And then there was Pedro, their 16-year-old son with messy red hair, a genius at making things disappear, especially socks. Everything was peaceful until one fateful Saturday morning, when something completely unexpected happened. That morning, Maria was cleaning the living room when she suddenly screamed. Fernando rushed out, looking worried. "Maria, Fernando, you better explain this to me. Where did this sock come from? A dirty, single sock. You left it lying around again, didn't you?" "Fernando, I didn't. I always put my dirty socks in the hamper, you know that." "It must have been Pedro." Pedro, peeking from behind a potted plant. "Hey, I didn't do it." The heated argument began. Maria pointed at the sock as if it were evidence of a terrible crime. Fernando kept trying to defend himself. Meanwhile, a mysterious force was watching it all. "Maria, a single sock. Do you know how terrible a lonely sock is? It ruins the whole pair, the whole collection. Have you ever thought about how a lonely sock feels?" "Fernando, socks have feelings? What are you talking about? It's just a sock." Our villain, Pedro, smiled mischievously. He had a plan. Pedro's plan was simple yet effective. Each day, he would secretly release another dirty sock in a new, unexpected place in the house. Under Fernando's pillow, in the rice cooker, even in Maria's handbag. "Fernando, I told you. I'm sure someone is playing a trick on us. That's Maria's sock." "Maria, I didn't wear that sock. You must have worn my socks and thrown them around." The Garcia family, once so peaceful, had become a unit constantly on high alert, and Pedro, with a sock in hand, felt like a true supervillain. The sock war escalated, turning into a battle of suspicion and accusations. Maria started checking Fernando's laundry basket daily. Fernando began to meticulously log the location of every sock. The house became a battlefield of cleanliness and order. "Fernando, I checked the cameras. Nothing. Do you think I'm lying to you?" "Maria, cameras are no use against a dirty sock, Fernando. Do you remember what you promised? To never leave things messy." Both had forgotten that forgiveness and trust were far more important than a single sock. Fernando and Maria began to live in tense silence. They sat on opposite ends of their long sofa, the distance between them as vast as an ocean. The dirty sock seemed to have become a symbol of all their disagreements. "Maria, could you pass me the TV remote?" In a cold voice. "Fernando, you can get it yourself." In a cold voice, the initial humor of the war had disappeared, replaced by a sadness that crept into the house. Everything came to a head one evening. Maria and Fernando were in a heated argument, this time not just about socks but about everything that had accumulated. Suddenly, Pedro burst into the room, looking truly distressed, with tears welling in his eyes. He held 2 socks and a pair of scissors. "Pedro, stop, I can't take it anymore. The whole family is going crazy because of socks. It was me, I did it all. I thought it would be funny, but it's not funny at all now." Pedro started to cry, then he took the scissors and cut both socks in half. "Pedro, if one sock makes you 2 argue, then we won't have any socks left." Maria and Fernando were stunned. They looked at each other, then at the scraps of socks scattered on the floor. The war was over. "Maria, Pedro, you did this?" "Fernando, why did you do that?" "Pedro, because you two weren't talking to each other anymore. You kept arguing over a sock. I just wanted you to be happy again." Pedro's confession melted all the anger. Maria and Fernando hugged their son, and together they cleaned up the broken sock pieces. They realized that arguing over a sock had made them forget their love for each other. Maria, I'm sorry, Pedro. I was wrong. This sock means nothing. Fernando, I'm sorry too. I was so focused on who was right or wrong that I forgot we are a family. From then on, whenever a lonely sock appeared, they would simply laugh. The sock had become a symbol reminding them of the importance of forgiveness and communication. The villain Pedro was no longer as mischievous as before. He had learned that jokes can have unexpected consequences. The Garcia family returned to their peaceful life, but with a deeper understanding. They lived happily, and on a shelf in their living room, a single sock, carefully framed, was displayed as a trophy of love and forgiveness. This story is a reminder that family conflicts often stem from small things. Honest communication and forgiveness are far more important than figuring out who is right or wrong. Love and understanding are the most solid foundations of a family. If you loved this heartwarming and humorous story, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more inspiring modern fairy tales.